Welcome to Aditi TV, where we show you how to live a bold life and build an impactful business. Today, we're talking all about the 4 hidden barriers blocking you from success, and they are specifically upper limit barriers. Now, if you haven't heard of the upper limit problem is when people are trying to reach certain levels of success and they're not able to, or they hit it, but then they self-sabotage it because things are just too good to be true, or oh my God, can all this really good be happening for me, for my life? And I was going through this myself, and shout out to Karen Brzezinski, who recommended this book to me called The Big Leap by Gary Hendricks. All right, if you have not heard of it, it is a fantastic book you have to check out. So the 4 upper limit barriers, I wanted to talk about them because I felt like it's really powerful. I resonated with it so much, and I know so many people are going to resonate with it too if you are facing your own upper limit problem. So the first upper limit barrier is feeling fundamentally flawed. Now, all of these barriers are hidden kind of in our subconscious, and they typically have come in from an early part of our childhood, okay? So you're gonna have to get a little deep with yourself. So feeling fundamentally flawed is a barrier when you just don't feel good enough, you don't feel like you have what it takes, you don't feel like your credentials are good enough, whatever that may be for you. And what he says in the book, which I love, so I'm going to give you the statement for each barrier, is I cannot expand to my full creative genius because something is fundamentally wrong with me. Can you relate to that? The second barrier is disloyalty and abandonment. Oh my goodness, I have heard so many successful people talk about this and how they have had to leave people behind because once you get on your goals and you're doing your thing, either people can't keep up with it, or they get jealous, or they get uncomfortable because it shines light on their own stuff. But it's this fear of leaving your precious people behind. And what he says for this one is, I cannot expand to my full success because it would cause me to end up being alone, be disloyal to my roots, and leave people behind from my past. Ooh, I can just feel the heaviness in that one. So many people are afraid of leaving their friends, their family, their colleagues, their confidants behind, and because of that, we keep ourselves where we are. But I want to help you move through these because you deserve to be successful in whatever you are meant to be born to do. The third barrier is believing that more success is going to bring a bigger burden. So that one, he says, I can't expand to my highest potential because I'd be an even bigger burden than I am right now. Have you heard that thing? More money, more problems? That's kind of what's happening here. Feeling like more success is going to be more troublesome in your life and bring stuff that you don't really want to deal with. So then you hold yourself behind so you don't have to become a burden or deal with that burden, or maybe the things that you need for your gift or for your business feel like a burden to your partner, to your family, or whatever. So you just fundamentally feel like a burden, and you let that stop you from moving through and shining. Speaking of shining, our 4th upper limit barrier is the crime of outshining. Now this one I resonate with so personally because I've had so many situations in my life where I feel like I was out and about and I was bold and I was doing my thing, and I saw it made a couple people uncomfortable, so I kind of dimmed it down a bit, or I would remove myself from the situation because I felt bad. And so for that one, I must not expand to my full success because if I did, I would outshine blank, fill in the blank for whoever you're afraid of outshining, and make him or her look or feel bad. Do any of these upper limit barriers sound familiar to you? Now, Gary said in the book that everybody has experienced at least one in their life at some point, or two, or maybe all four. Everybody's different. So see which ones resonate with you, because I would love to hear. I found out that all four resonate with me. I have all four upper limit barriers that I'm working through myself. So which one are you ready to work on for you? So identify which ones you connect with and let us know below. Another example is in the book. He shares about this guy who had like a $3 million deal for his business. And he was just so freaked out by the potential of having $3 million that he ended up self-sabotaging it. He made a phone call to the people who were going to buy the company, and he was just like asking for more demands and, just causing a ruckus basically. And then that company was no longer interested in working with him. And he realized, whoa, I was not comfortable with this level of success. And he ended up losing that $3 million. So that might give you some real life examples of how this can affect your life. There's also this couple in the book that he talks about who got married, behind their one of the parents' backs, because their parents weren't okay with it right now. And right after they got married, they ended up eloping without letting anyone know. They ended up getting these rashes all over their body because they were afraid of disappointing or leaving these people behind. So it's crazy how these subconscious things really affect our everyday life. And I don't know about you, but it has affected me many times. And there's been many times where I've either come into money, made some sales, and I just felt uncomfortable with the money that I had, that all of a sudden now I had all these new bills to pay that came out of nowhere. And then all the money was gone. So let us know which of these barriers you resonate with, which one you're ready to work on, and go ahead and pick up that book, The Big Leap by Gary Hendricks. I know you will find it really fascinating and super helpful, just the way that I did. And if you enjoyed today's episode, I would love if you like, share, or subscribe, and sign up for updates if you want to get these delivered to your mailbox every week. I'll catch you guys soon. Aditi here. Love you guys so much.